And then we went to the Tusker house. Actually, TJ happened to misplace his ticket, so I got him in with I had 2 comp tickets from forever and a year ago. So I got him in with that, and we get to Animal Kingdom, and he's like, oh crap, you know, I couldn't find my ticket. So we went to guest relations, and I showed him which ticket I printed out that day, and then he supposedly reprinted out the one that I had printed out that day. Not my other one, because that one was for Epcot. But that's another story. So then we went to the Tusker house, and I was like, you know, it was really nice in there. And I told the waiter, I was like, you know, I'm vegan, this and he goes, oh, well, let me show you, you know, what you can eat. So he went around, you know, it was like a buffet. He went around and he showed me everything I could eat, and I was like, dude, it's like, you are awesome. Like, I really appreciate this. And then he actually brought me these, like, because there was fruit, and, you know, I obviously don't want to have a lot of sweets, just because that's not what I'm, you know, like, eating. So, and he comes out and brings me these cookies, and they're, like, free allergy of everything. Like, if you're allergic to anything, you can eat these. They, like, there's nothing in them. They were so good, though, and I actually found them today at the grocery store. I was like, yes. They're like $12. Not really. They're like 4, but there's like 8 in a pack. Whatever. And so we went back to Magic Kingdom, and that's when I actually saw the fireworks. And I met up with my cousin. I was with my friend Jess, and she goes, well, you know, we were going to go to Pulse. And I was like, okay. But that was the first night of the light parade, and I was like, well, you know, it's whatever. You know, I guess I'll pass. You know, maybe I'll see it another time when I come. So we mosey around. We drive back to the resort. Or they drive us back to the resort, and we hurry up and we go. We're ready in like 3 minutes, and they call us and they're like, oh, somebody has to work at 8 in the morning, so we're not going to go. So we get all ready, miss the parade. I was like, oh, whatever. So we call it a night. Anyways, Epcot Day comes. This is Sunday, and we woke up, had some breakfast. Dining plan saved a life. So easy to deal with. And of course, the ducks are very friendly, so I sat there and I talked to her for a while. Yes, this is a shout out to Brew Brew. Hey, Brew Brew. Sat there and talked to him, and this girl's like running, and there's all these birds there, and I'm like, okay, you know, they can stay over there. I don't want to be crapped on. This girl's running around, and they're flying over her head. I'm like, bitch, you need to stop running after these birds. I'm not about to get shat on because I'm gonna then rub my head all over you, and you're gonna get shat on you. So, anyways, so what I figured, I would print off my ticket. We're done with breakfast. We're on our way to Magic Kingdom because that's where I'm gonna print. You know, I can go to the turnstile break room and print off my comp ticket. And I get there, I print it off, and I go to the turnstile, and it's actually Edwin's turnstile. And he goes, nope, it doesn't work. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, I just printed this ticket off. And he's like, go see guest relations. I was like, okay. So we go up there, and this guy, you know, I tell him what's going on. He scans it. He goes, oh, this ticket's already been used. I was like, the hell it has. I just printed it off. He goes, well, so he looks on the computer, and he sees that, oh, the guy from Animal Kingdom, the guest relations guy, printed off my other comp ticket. He didn't replace it. He printed off my other one. I was like, are you kidding me? So obviously I was distressed, and this guy obviously sees that. Shows no emotion. I'm like, bitch, chisel the ice off your heart and let him in. It's one person. When I came with, my aunt and uncle came, and I got them in with my holiday pass, that was 2 of them. And I didn't know that I could only use it once or whatever. The guy let him in. I was like, seriously, it's one person. And I explained it to him, he didn't budge it. I was like, you're a dick. So I ended up, my manager friend Juan got him in. Thank you, Juan. After I worked. So we got back to the hotel and just sat there because TJ couldn't really do anything without a ticket. And then I had to work that day. I went work day parade. I was on, let's see, Firehouse viewing, which I was like, okay, that's easy, this and that. And this girl comes up. Obviously, she didn't know that I worked there for like over a year. I'm like, okay, whatever. She's telling me how to do this, and I'm just like, I didn't have the heart to tell her that I knew exactly what she was talking about, and she was old news. But she was on a roll, and I was like, oh, honey, you just keep going. You tell me how it is. I was like, oh, okay, thank you so much. Anyways, so it was like 2 hours, 15 minutes, whatever. I didn't have as much interaction as I wanted, but I did have my name tag that said my name on it. I mean, I was actually Dylan from Port Huron. This guy actually was talking to me because he knew where I live. He was like, oh, you know, I'm from around that area and this and that. And we were talking. I was like, this is why I wanted it. So, and then we got done, and I went and worked a turnstile with my Princess Allie, and it was wonderful. And I actually really enjoyed it, which is weird because, you know, the turnstiles. I mean, of course you get to dance around whenever you want. I mean, maybe that's just me. But, so, and I was just like, I realized I haven't done this in so long. Like, I have all this energy, this happy energy, and I was just like, hey, this and that. And I was like, oh, and then I had to go home because I was done. So then after this, I went, gosh, me returned it, this and that, blah blah blah. Sweated like a pig. I don't even know what that means, but I think that's this expression. So then TJ has a ticket, and we went to Epcot, and it was nice. And there weren't as many gays, and we were getting into the turnstile, and the guy's like, oh, he goes, you guys getting a late start to the festivities? I was like, I mean, it's an all-day thing. I'm not going to go naked at a pool party, which I would have done. And we went and ate in Germany, which I was a little weary about because Germans and that meat, you know. I mean, that's stereotyping, but there was a lot of meat on that buffet. And I was like, okay. So our waiter, Yannick, oh! Edwin, I was not even kidding. The food was not the only yummy thing, and we're pretty sure he batted for our team, if I can use that expression. He was fine. You know, I'm not cheating. Me and TJ were both like, hey. Anyways, we left a little winky on his receipt. I mean, we're going to leave a message, but So, and then we went and moseyed around Japan for a while. It's like, oh my gosh, like, they have the cutest candy. They make the cutest food in the entire world. I was loving every minute of it. And me and TJ are walking together, and this guy comes up, he's like, can I take your picture, you know, for this Pride photos, whatever. It was like a Chicago thing. And I was like, okay. So he took a picture, gave us a card. I was like, okay, this is okay. So we walked around it, and then we went and soared on Soarin', and it was wonderful. And then I saw Illumination, and I was like, oh, I miss everybody. And it was magical. And then Magic Kingdom was open until like 2 in the morning, so we went back, and let me tell you, through this whole weekend, I saw the cutest gay couples, cutest families, you know, same-sex parents with their families. It was like just awesome. I was so excited for them. And so we're on the monorail, and there's this couple, and they're older, cute, what I want to be when I get older. And their toenails were painted, and they have little mouses on them. I was like, oh, y'all are cute. And then saw the Summer Celebrations fireworks, which I believe is what they're called. I didn't look at the board. But we saw them from the boat. And then I saw Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, it was lovely seeing you. You were looking sexy both times I saw you. And then that ended, blah, blah, blah. Tired as hell. I'm like, oh, I'm dying. So we went back to the hotel, called it a night. Oh, it's Monday. I was like, oh, day we're leaving. Went and had breakfast. And of course, every now and then there's like torrential downpours. Like, oops, it's like completely dry next minute you're standing in a monsoon. This. Then we waited for the Magical Express. And I had no idea, but ducks, I mean, obviously they can fly, but they can jump too. This sounds really dumb, but like, this guy was feeding him it. I don't want to gender confuse it. And I don't know, I got a video of it. Here it is. I mean, okay, so that was as cool as it was. So we can get on the Magical Express, which is lovely. And the entire time, there's this little boy, and he was singing me his ABCs the entire way. Normally that would have got old real quick, but I was like, you're cute, it's okay. So anyways, then we waited at the airport forever. Not many momos, apparently they left early. And then we got on a plane and, well, there was some daddies here, let me tell you. That's the end of it. So that was my trip, blah blah blah. Edwin, this hidden Mickey thing, okay, whatever. I get it. Keep them coming. Definitely down for, you know, including more people in this. I want to, you know, it'd be nice to know, you know, what other people are doing. Yes, we've seen a bunch of them, but there's others that, you know, we can't see, like Diogo and Lee, who our UK friends. I'm blanking at the moment. Yeah, definitely want to, you know, include them. Love to know what's going on with them. So, anyways, that was my adventure. Y'all turns now.